The runners are making a pretty good line here. Mugaboo, the inside runner. About to go up Forever. Also Sequalo Prince. And reluctant to go right in, almost there now though. Calculated Guess went up. War Betsy's coming forward. King's Clan still back behind them, about to be led up. Michigan Avenue stood in well. Star Shiraz in close. King's Clan's the last one. They're working on it at the moment. Chick Chat stood in well. Miss Joker out a little bit wider. Slip Along drawn deep. King's Clan to complete the line. We'll move up to the centre of the line, King's Clan. Calculated Guess and Star Shiraz stood in well. Press Down stands up nicely. It's waiting on King's Clan to go right up. Looks like it's there now. King's Clan had completed the line. We're just about ready. Started coming around. Red light goes on. Stand by. Ready, set. Off this time, they came away in a pretty good line. Calculated Guess by far the best away. Michigan Avenue's driving up on the rail and from out wide on the track going forward very fast. Miss Joker and Star Shiraz drove through. King's Clan got up behind those running fifth now. They're followed then behind those by going up on the outside Chick Chat. Further back in the field then towards the tail on the corner is Slip Along, and dropping right back out of it was War Betsy and Press Down. In the straight, Star Shiraz going boldly is about 2.5 in front of Calculated Guess and King's Clan on its inside, but Star Shiraz, he's right up going to the line, goes to the line and wins it by 3 parts of a length, the Calculated Guess. A length and a quarter away, King's Clan. A long gap to Michigan Avenue. Running on fairly well was Slip Along. They're followed further back in the field by Chick Chat. Miss Joker weakened. Wider out was War Betsy, and Press Down was down at the tail of the field. Didn't come out really flying, Star Shiraz, but once it hit the ground and got going, it showed very good speed, and it burnt through to take the lead off of Calculated Guess. Kicked right away.
Starters up. No light as yet. Ready?
Hang on, guys, got a light, come on!
Racing now. Fizzy Girl out wide hesitated slightly. Hillhaven Girl began brilliantly, driving through in the centre. Splendid Sails is showing speed, and there's Raw Prospect driving right through in the middle, going to the front. Battle at Sea and Klondike handy. Fizzy Girl 50 outside, then Splendid Sails, followed by Serenade on the rail. Star Shiraz and Ebony Lad getting well back as Pendine inside of Rule of Engagement. Special Q, Fire and Forget, and last of all Fine Silver on the home turn. 500 metres to go. Ebony Lad went wide on the bend. Raw Prospect is the leader as they straighten up. It's Raw Prospect heading for the judge, a length in front of Hillhaven Girl. Star Shiraz is coming down the outside with a strong run. Ebony Lad is still there. Battle at Sea and Klondike. Star Shiraz is coming after Raw Prospect. Raw Prospect and Star Shiraz. Star Shiraz wants to lay in a little bit, but she shot to the front. Star Shiraz went away from Raw Prospect. Here's one charging home. Rule of Engagement on the outside, but Star Shiraz is too good. Star Shiraz first. Rule of Engagement second. Third was Serenade, and fourth Raw Prospect, followed by Klondike. Fine Silver, the next one over the line, and that was a good run. Fire and Forget was next, then Hillhaven Girl. Well back in the field was Special Q, Battle at Sea, then Fizzy Girl, Pendine, Splendid Sails, and Ebony Lad, the last one over the line. I wait for the judge to post the numbers. Star Shiraz is the winner. 15, Star Shiraz. She wanted to just lay in a little bit over the last 200 metres of the race, and Ron had her on one rein. She was too good for them. 15, Star Shiraz first by Sequalo. Number 8 gets second. Rule of Engagement. Nice run by that colt. He ran on strongly. Serenade, number 16, is third. And number 1, Raw Prospect, is held on for fourth. Numbers 15, 8, 16, 1. Star Shiraz by Sequalo. He's having a remarkable year, Sequalo. He stands at the famous Lyndhurst stud. Star Shiraz is affiliated Starshine Express. She's a semi-Palatinsk mare. Star Shiraz was bred by Windermere stud, is raced by R. Boucher and Boucher, S. Benson, T. Fraser, D. Fraser and R. Newbury. Trained by Rex Lip and was written by Ron Goltz. Route of Engagement second by Dana Singo out of Ungaro. Was bred by G.J. Chittick. Was trained by Sean Dwyer and was ridden by Michael Rodd. In third place to Serenade by Victory Note out of Serena Halo. Was bred at Gaydon Park. Was trained by Stuart McKinnon and was ridden by Emily Simmons. Star Shiraz will pay $6 to win and $2.20 for the place. Route of Engagement $3.60 and Serenade at $4.40. The Quinella $36.50. The Trifecta $814.20. 58.1's the time. It's a pretty good gallop, isn't it? On debut to go 58.1. 34.4 for the last 600 metres, which will give them 23.7 for the first flying 400. 2 lengths the winning margin in favour of Star Shiraz, and a half length between second and third, 2 by a half. Good effort there by Star Shiraz. She showed a little inexperienced in the straight, but I'm sure she's going to be better as a result of that. But Ron Goltz wasn't flustered when she was inclined to just lay in a bit. He put her on one rein and he kept her going over the final stages, showing the great experience that he possesses. And Ron was instrumental in the success of Star Shiraz this afternoon. Rules of Engagement, great effort, flashing home over the final stages of the race. And Serenade got to the line strongly as well. There was another good run in the race, Fine Silver. He ran on gamely. Now the betting return, Star Shiraz $5. Route of Engagement $9. Serenade at $14. $5 Star Shiraz. $9 Route of Engagement. $14 Serenade. The unplaced favourite in the race was Raw Prospect at $3.60. $3.60.
Amber lights about to be switched on. Just some rocking of the gates there. Lights are on now. Stand by. They're racing. Jumped in a good line bar Sequel Scene, who was out the back with Piano Queen, and Star Shiraz not well away, third last on settling. Subird began brilliantly, straight to the lead from Clang Goes the Bell. There goes Temple of Isis going up fast around the outside, Amuse going quickly. Then Moonbeam Nymph and Bari, followed by Venus Celeste, Your Lion Eyes, Elegant Angela, Lady of Courage is deep. Then Ivor's last, Mozzie's Cozzy, Star Shiraz third last, then Sequel Scene, and 10 away Piano Queen last of all. 600 left to run, Subird ahead to Temple of Isis. 2 lengths away, Venus Celeste, always wide. Then Clang Goes the Bell, Amused, Your Lion Eyes, and Bari. Moonbeam Nymph, Lady of Courage, Ivor's last, Elegant Angela, Star of Shiraz. Third last around the turn, Mozzie's Cozzies, then Sequel Scene, and a long margin, Piano Queen. Subird is giving them something to catch. It's out by 3 lengths. Trying hard, Temple of Isis. Then came Venus Celeste, Your Lion Eyes, and Bari trying to work into the clear. And Purdon is bringing Star Shiraz right down the outside. She's coming with a booming run. Look at her go. Brilliant effort. Star Shiraz raced away. Anne Barry to second. Your Lion Eyes third, but that was a win. Star Shiraz beat Anne Barry in Your Lion Eyes. Fourth, Sequel Scene coming from the rear. Then came Clang Goes the Bell, Ivor's Last, Sue Bird, followed by Amused, Venus Celeste, Mozzie's Cozzies, Lady of Courage, Elegant Angela, Temple of Isis, and towards the tail, Moonbeam Nymph, bar one, Piano Queen. Well, she is the best horse in the race by a long way. We probably knew that going into the race. But from third last, with 58.5 kilos and having to come wide as they straightened, that was a brilliant performance. A brilliant performance by number one, Star Shiraz, Zach Purton. Everything was against her. On paper beforehand, she had the wide alley and the big weight. And in the run, she was third last away. She settled in that position. She must have been giving them a huge start. Yet she zoomed down the outside to win well. TAB dividends on the second race. 1 Star Shiraz, Zach Purton, 340, 160. 4 Anne Barry, Jim Byrne, 190. 17 Your Lion Eyes, Jason McKinnon, $15.40. The Quinella, $9.10, and the 1 4 17 trifecta, $1,073.20. And the exacta, $15.90 on numbers 1 and 4. In the end, it was an easy win. Purton sat up on the last 100 metres, or 50 metres, I should say. And that's a great performance, and hopefully augurs well for our racing carnival coming up during the months of May, June and July. She's by Sequalo out of Starshine Express, a 2-year-old brown filly raced by R&M Boucher, S. Benson, T. Fraser, T&D Fraser, and R. Newbury, Rex Lip the trainer, winning jockey Zach Purton. Of course, she ran into Oratorio on the Tommy Smith here in December. She ran second on the McDougall and she won at her first start. And this is only her fourth start today. She's carried a big weight, come off a wide alley and gone to the line like a rocket. The winning margin in the end was 2 1/4 lengths. She's come that quickly. 3/4 of a length between second and third, and 3/4 to the fourth horse, which was number 12, which was Amused. The time is 1:05.14. The last 600 metres, 35.32. 2 1/4 by 3/4, 1:05.14, 35.32. And it was Clang Goes the Bell, fourth, number 13, Clang Goes the Bell. And that's the result of race number 2 as the runners return. Of course, here's Zach Purton bringing Star Shiraz back, and I'm sure Connections would be absolutely delighted with that first up performance. She really wasn't entitled to win, but her ability has seen her sweep away and win by a good margin. Top effort by trainer Rex Lip to have her ready for that first up assignment. And of course, with the QTIS added stake money, Connections pocket $40,500. Zach Purton about to weigh out after the second race, and as we cross trackside to Stephen Hewlett, it's always this time of year, Steve, we like to see the Queenslanders race well, looking towards the carnival, and I'm sure she is one filly who is going to make her presence felt during the winter.
You would think so, David. Outstanding performance. Zach, just take us through the race. Obviously, you decided to go back from the wide alley.
Yeah, we were going to try and ride a handier than what we did, but they went a bit hard early and I just drifted back, but we had a lovely run.
Could she have been ridden more handy if you desired, though? Has she got that sort of speed?
I don't think she does, because I was niggling at her sort of to be where I was today, so I think it's going to be a racing pattern to get back and come home.
What did you think coming to the turn when she was so far back, and in fact she was carrying 58.5?
Yeah, I was a long way back and I was trying to look for a few runs, but the field really bunched up coming to the turn and I couldn't see any coming, so I elected to come around them, and when she saw daylight, she really hit the line well.
Is she up to the group races during the Winter Carnival?
She's going to get down in the weights in a handy race, so I think she's going to be hard to beat.
Good on you, mate.
Thank you.
Here's Zach Pert, and Rex Slip is going to join us now. Rex, just come over for a minute. Gee, that was a pretty impressive performance today by this filly. She's no doubt well above average.
Yeah, she's a filly of a fair bit of quality, this filly, and but I've been very impressed with the way right through the training. She's so relaxed, and being out of a semi-palatine, I think she's one of the sequalos that'll run a mile.
And I believe she wasn't 100% fit today, which is quite frightening as well.
Oh no, she's a long way off the target. I mean, if I had 100%, well, I got the Winter Carnival coming up, and I was, as far as I was concerned, this is probably more of a barrier trial for her than winning. But I mean, she just outclassed these other fillies.
You're not wrong, and plus that big weight as well. What other plans with her now?
We'll go to the race here in the fortnight, and we'll look at the Winter Carnival after that.
Do you think she's up to some of those big races during the carnival? You know, your Shiraz Produce and TJ Smith, the Group 1 features?
If you're not in them, you can't win them.
Good on you, Rex.
Thank you.
There is Rex Slip talking to us after the impressive performance of Star Shiraz in race 2 here at NCF Doomben.
Weight is right. Correct weight on the second race, 1, 4, 17 and 13. And a sparkling display by Star Shiraz.
Market checkers runners low. Genius and Evil $4.40, Golden Fox $3.40, Birthday Bash at $18, Midnight City $4, Rule of Engagement $41, The Spit at $31, Magic Pins $81, Poop Deck Pappy $101, Shiloh $26, Lords of Leapin $8.50, Grosvenor Gate $201, Star Shiraz $8, Millie's Magic and Chalkboard each at $101.
Starter going to the platform. He's ready for them. 1,400 metres the distance. Racing now. Great start. Golden Fox got the best of it. Bounced in front. Chalkboard showing good speed. Star Shiraz is going to third on the inside. Shiloh to fourth. Genius and Evil fifth. Then Lords are leaping and Grosvenor Gate on the outside. Magic Pins. Midnight City is drifting back outside of Rule of Engagement. Getting back is Poop Deck Pappy, and then The Spit on the outside, and Birthday Bash is dropping to the rear into the first bend with 1,000 metres left to go. Golden Fox is coming back underneath the jockey. Seema has him travelling along beautifully at the moment. Grosvenor Gate is in second position. Shiloh is a length away third, but wide, racing on the outside of Chalkboard. Over on the inside is Star Shiraz. The filly's getting a nice run. She's tracking up behind the pace. Magic Pins is in the centre. Further back then on the rails came Rule of Engagement, Genius and Evil. The Spit going wide. Lords are leaping. Midnight City is a long way back. Then Poop Deck Pappy. Millie's Magic is well back. And last of all, Birthday Bash on the home turn. 450 metres left to go. Golden Fox, he'll let him go shortly. Golden Fox is a length and a half in front. Star Shiraz is into the clear, and she's coming after him now. Shiloh's third. Chalkboard is running fourth. Midnight City has pulled to the outside. He's putting in a big run. Rule of Engagement running on. Golden Fox has gone. The filly's gone to the lead. Star Shiraz is in front. Rule of Engagement is chasing her down the outside. Midnight City, but Star Shiraz is in front. She's a top little filly. She's won the sires. Star Shiraz first, tight second and third. It's a photo. Rule of Engagement or Midnight City. Lords are leaping fourth. Followed in by Chalkboard, Poop Deck Pappy, and then Genius and Evil, Birthday Bash and The Spit. Golden Fox stopped in the straight. Further back, Shiloh, Grosvenor Gate, Millie's Magic, and Magic Pins, one of the last home. Star Shiraz, Boss gave her a beautiful run. That's his 10th Group 1 for the season. That's Boss's 10th Group 1. That will deserve a big reception from you folks when he comes back, because he equals the record. 10 Group 1s for the season. And she's a super little filly, Star Shiraz. A filly by Sequado out of Starshine Express. Was bred by Windermere Stud. Was trained by Rex Slip and was ridden by Glenn Boss. He gave her a beautiful run too. She was getting that lovely run just behind the pace most of the way. And she sprinted past Golden Fox in the straight, and she's been able to pull away from them. She scored well. Midnight City ran on gamely, as did Rule of Engagement, but they never looked a chance of catching Star Shiraz. Well, Bossy was in great form this time last year when he won the Stradbroke on private steer. He had a blowout in Sydney during the Autumn Carnival at Randwick when he rode, what was it, 5 or 6 Group 1ers. And he needed one more Group 1 to take him to 10 and equal the record. He's got 10 Group 1s now. So he loves a reception, this fellow. You wait till he comes back. He'll try and G you up, and you should try and G him up. Star Shiraz, raced by R. Boucher, M. Boucher, S. Benson, T. Fraser, D. Fraser, and R. Newbury. Second place goes to number 4, Midnight City by Lion Hunter at a Red Rebel Girl, trained by Tim Martin, written by Brad Pengelly. 5 is third, Rule of Engagement by Dennis Singer out of Ungaro, trained by Sean Dwyer, written by Scott Galloway. And at number 10, Lords of Leaping has finished 4th. Lords of Leaping, written by Danny Nikolic for Robert Smurden. 1:22.3 the time. Race record, Lovely Jubbly at 21.4. 1:22.3. 35.4 for the last 600 metres. 35.4. A length and a half, a nose and a long neck. Here's Glenn coming back now, standing high in the irons, waving the whip to the crowd. Take her down the straight, Glenn. Show her off to everyone. That's his 10th Group 1 for the season. That equals the record. G-Boss, the big Group 1 winning rider of Australia today. He's looking for a cheer from the crowd. He's looking for a reception from the crowd. Give them the old jig jog business, Glenn. Give them a bit of that jig jog stuff. Here's Boss coming back into the enclosure now aboard Star Shiraz. Star Shiraz returning. She's Queensland bred by Sequado, who stands at Lyndhurst, and out of a semi-Palatinsk mare called Starshine Express. It takes a lot to ride 10 Group 1ers in a season. Only the very best can do it, and that's what Glenn Boss is. He's one of the best jockeys in the country, if not the best, and he's indicating 10 Group 1s for the season. That's 10. And that equals the record. Midnight City second, Rule of Engagement third, Lords of Leaping has finished in 4th place. Here are the dividends now. Star Shiraz, $6.90 and $2. Midnight City, $1.80. Rule of Engagement, $8.10. Pudella, $17.60. The trifecta, $1,157. First 4, $9,695.60. The daily double, $18 and $12. That's Villefray and Star Shiraz, $107.50. And the treble, $218 and $12. Falkirk, Villefray, Star Shiraz, $553.70. The betting returns, Star Shiraz ran $8. Second, Midnight City at $4. And third, Rule of Engagement at $41. Golden Fox, the unplaced favourite, $3.40. $3.40 for Golden Fox. Jockeys now go to scale. We stand by for the notification of correct weight. The PJ O'Shea Stakes is the last race today for Action International. And in the last race, there are no scratchings and no jockey changes. Stand by now for the weight signal.
Thanks, matey.
Presentation will be taking place in a few moments' time. He can't contain himself, Boss. He's running up to the jockey's room. So we wait for the presentation ceremony here. Glenn, I'm sure, will give all his Queensland fans something to talk about with the presentation ceremony after the running of the QTC Sires produce. It's a great effort when you think of it, isn't it? 10 Group 1 winners in a season. When you're the best, you attract the best. And what a year it's been for him. That wonderful autumn in Sydney, and of course he won the Melbourne Cup on the Kiwi Diver. And it all started at Caboolture. Midnight City are running joint favourites here at around about the 9-2 mark. Outback Prince has found plenty of support. Poop Deck Pappy goes in. And now they're all in and they're set to go. The starter's on the platform. He's ready for them. Starting signal. Racing now, Stromberg Carlson was fast away. He snicked back in the early part on Lords of Leaping. He's going to take him over towards the rails. Chalkboard and Anchoretta going fast in the early part. Birthday Bash and Tackman nice and handy to them. There's Rear Admiral driving through into a prominent position in the early stages. Serenade's trapped off the track. A length further back to Sky Mountain. Stromberg Carlson on the inside of Outback Prince, then Ken Grande. Magic Pin, Star Shiraz is getting back with Poop Deck Pappy. Genius and Evil is well back. So too is Fine Silver. Then the Spit, Lords of Leaping, and Midnight City's last of all. They're running along as they go into the first bend. 900 metres left to go, and Anchoretta's taken on by Diamonds and Pearls and Rear Admiral. They're going hard, these leaders. Chalkbird is running third over on the inside, followed then by Serenade. She's trapped off the track. Tackman's up outside the leaders as well. Further back along the rails in seventh position is Stromberg Carlson, followed by Sky Mountain in the middle. Going forward, Ken Grande. Birthday Bash is in between horses. They're very tight as they come to the corner. The Spit is next, and then Outback Prince, who's starting to go forward. Next on the inside is Lords of Leaping. He's a mile back with Magic Pins as they straighten up. And Midnight City is still last with Genius and Evil. Anchoretta's the leader. They're in the straight. 300 metres to go. Chalkboard running second. Here's Star Shiraz on the outside. She's chiming in the little Queensland filly. She went to the lead. Now Outback Prince is chasing her on the outside. It's Star Shiraz just in front of Outback Prince. Star Shiraz in front. Outback Prince is going to her, and he got her. Outback Prince just beat Star Shiraz. Third, Lords of Leaping. Fourth, Stromberg Carlson. Then Genius and Evil, Magic Pins and Birthday Bash. Chalkboard the next one home. Further back then came Sky Mountain and then Anchorette. Well back in the field there was Diamonds and Pearls, Rear Admiral, Fine Silver, the Spit, Midnight City just didn't feature today. Then Poop Deck Pappy, and the last two over the line was Serenade and Tackman, and there's another one pulling up quickly, Ken Grande. Outback Prince, when she let down at the 200, she sprinted away from them, Star Shiraz. I thought, well, this is it, she'll get home, but Outback Prince has got her. Outback Prince has run down Star Shiraz. He's only grabbed her the last little bit. 6 is the winner, Outback Prince, trained by Anthony Cummings, ridden by Corey Brown. Corey Brown has denied Glenn Boss, who's 11th Group 1, and has denied Star Shiraz, the Group 1 double of the Sires, and the TJ Smith. Great training performance by Outback Prince, and for Corey Brown,